Hello, it's me, Ariza Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Oxygen Not Included. Hello, Ayla Evo, hope you're having a good day. I'm going to leave the music on today because we're doing a proper chill stream today. We're going to make that giant Heavi-Watt wire on our base asteroid. We're going to connect it all the way up across both sides of the main asteroid so we can use it for all our sour gas or bus shenanigans later. We're still looking for the water planet, but this is definitely something I need to do, and it's something we can do, so we're going to do it. But that means the music is staying on for now, unless any of you say otherwise. Okay, let's have the game chug to life. We did manage to save our gobfish on the tungsten asteroid. I think we more or less resolved all of the issues with this asteroid. It's... oh, speaking of the devil. The gunk is boiled into sand, is that correct? This has gotten very, very hot all of a sudden. Yeah, I guess that has happened. Am I going to have to run liquid past this as well? I think I might have to run liquid past this. Let's get this fixed very quickly. There's still some gunk here, so this should still be sealed pretty well for now. I'm going to have to put a little bit more gunk down here. Can I actually... wait, why do I have liquid ports in this view? Get out of here. Can I put a bottle empty here? Yes, let's do that then. I can get rid of this one for now, because I just want the vacuum in here. That should be fine. Fish seem very yellow tonight. Yeah, they are a little bit yellow. We did injure our guys a little bit. Oh look, Steeler's making some insulate. They're a bit bored. They don't have much to do with this machine, and they're not very well trained with it either. But we do have plenty of excess power, I suppose. Hooray! That's good. Yeah, I think things are going pretty well here now. Once we get to the point where we're consistently tuning all of these steam turbines with the two dupes, I think I will actually re-enable the power bank chargers. We've exported all of the excess power banks now, so there shouldn't be that much needed to do. You should have an errand. Why is that not loading? Is that because we've set this door permission funny or something? Does the volcano need more thermal mass? Which one? Hold on. We're just doing our daily rotation. That's why the game is paused. Yes. I've ordered the new emotes. I still need to provide some information on what I want, but we should have emotes by new emotes by next week. Should definitely be a thing. Oh, right. We can't actually get in here because of this tile. Well, I guess you're just going to have to remove this then. That's fine. The one that boiled the gunk. This volcano has 100 kilograms per tile of steam in it. It's just because the gas out here is so hot now. We're actively cooling this gunk here, just so that we can actually make sure it stays a liquid. I think I am going to have to do the same down here. I really hope you're not making more tungsten pipe. You are making tungsten pipe. Actually, that's probably fine. That awkward moment where you run out of rock.
Fish.
You make it up.
Killer fish from San Diego.
Hello.
I don't know what I am, but I taste really good.
Killer fish.
I'm a killer fish. Hello. I'll be your killer fish for the evening. Thank you.
Fantastic. We did actually spot that the Abyssalite was flaking in the end. So, Quantum Zari, I'm really sorry. Yeah, this is breaking due to pressure damage because of the something involving the polluted water. I don't know what. Probably temperature flaking shenanigans. Looks like something similar has actually happened over here. Let's put a tile here as well. Can you actually get over to the other side now? Let's see, where are you? You're here. No, we still need a ladder down here. That's fine. Okay, put one there. And then let's actually do this. And now that liquid will run through here. We do actually want that pipe to be conductive, because it's not going to immediately boil the water. And then this means we can actually put some gunk here, and this should be fine. So go ahead and do that. I know you... Oh. Well, this doesn't look good, does it? What happened? I didn't see a packet actually break, but clearly some water is broken. Some water has broken. Weird, because the pipe didn't break. It didn't give a notification, but we clearly lost some water somehow. Abyss Light natural tiles are surprisingly weak to pressure damage. Ah, there you are. Hope you're doing well. We did the goof today. Or we did the goof the other day. Right, this should form a liquid. And because this gunk here is being actively cooled now, this should be fine. Once the steam disappears, I think. Because the steam has a lot of thermal mass at the moment as well. Okay, let's leave this asteroid alone for now. I mean, this pump situation isn't ideal, but, I mean, we can come back to it. And to be honest, I don't mind dumping a little bit of extra heat in here to try and condense this magma, because I'm pretty sure we're not pumping this magma out now. It's getting closer and closer to the point where we can just dig it out, as is this one, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. But yeah, we're back here. The Green Goblin rocket has returned. We've still got the power banks. That's good. How is it actually looking in terms of rad bolts? Let's check. Not good. Okay, that's fine. Let's hang out here for a little bit. Basically, we've got these transformer columns here with these wires in them. And we've got a Heavi-Watt wire here. And what I want to do is I want to bring it all the way down here. All the way along here. Then all the way up here. And then connect it to this Heavi-Watt wire. And there's quite a lot of reorganization I'm going to have to do for this. Look at this lovely igneous rock tile we've got going on here. Oh, I'm going to have to sort that out, aren't I? Yeah. But yeah, we're properly tiling all of this up now. You know what? Do this one as well. The dupes are pretty good about doing this errand. I made a mistake. We can't actually get in here. So I'm going to have to remove these tiles. My sinuses have been very irritated today, again, and I don't know why. Right. Just remove all of these and then we can get in here. And then we can tile these ones up. Tile that. And then you need to remove this one. Can we reach these? No. Okay. Fair enough. We need to keep coming in here and keep tiling up all of these gaps. I'm not sure if you can hear me sniffing on camera or not. maybe you can. I think you could hear that one. Right, let's just remove both of these for now. Yes. Okay, great. I'll make sure not to do it then. Yeah, for the longest time, I thought this was hay fever, but it's January. The plants are not doing anything. The reason is that Abyssite has a max mass of 3,200 and a default of 500. Natural tiles use max mass for their strength. So Abyssite works out to 0.15625. Okay, which is quite low. Good. You, sir, are trapped. You're gonna push yourself out of the tile. Okay. We may struggle to reach this one. Well, actually, you can just build that tile. That's fine. At least we have lots of rock down here. That's good. We got to print. Sure. Have some grubfruit reserve. I don't think I want any more dupes at the moment. That should be fine. Puffed's doing. I haven't checked on them in a while. Situation looks messy. Got 6 out of 5. It's not a good number. I mean, so long as we've got all 3 puff types in here, I don't really care. Leave that for now. Right, let's keep chipping away at this. And then this last one here will all be insulated tiles, so I'll hold off on that one specifically. There we go. Let's sell these constructions to priority 9. You know the drill by now. Let's go do these ones too. There you go. Why am I beeping? Oh, okay, there we go. It's fine. I'm glad these turbines have actually turned out to be okay. How's the polluted oxygen situation? We still do have a little bit of polluted oxygen here. You know what? I'm going to get you to rebuild some of these tiles. Just to see if we're lucky. Oh wait, that's not the right order, is it? It needs to be every 5th tile. So it needs to be this one. I think we could do that just fine. And then that one can go there. Because I'm only supposed to be letting this in 2 ports at a time. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah, have a go at that. Maybe you'll get lucky and catch some of the polluted water. I think now that we put this metal tile here, we shouldn't get any more polluted oxygen coming off. I think the issue is the polluted water not conducting heat quickly enough with the neutronium. Well, not with the neutronium, just with the rest of the steam around it. I think that was the source of that whole issue. Right, so now he can get down here. This is good. So, basically, my plan is we're going to run the Heavi-Watt wire. And I might as well make this out of tungsten, because we know it's not going to melt no matter what. And we don't really need it for anything else. So that wire is going to come... I might as well just build the wire now, because we know there's no tiles going through here, right? So it's going to go there. And then cut this off. I'll get you to remove this, and we'll do something else with it later, I think. There is a very annoying tile here. We're just going to have to go over this one. Really? There's no way we can make a Heavi-Watt joint bridge over this. No. Okay. Yeah, Heavi-Watt conductive wire, make it out of tungsten, and then that's going to come all the way down here. It's going to come through here. And then, here's the awkward part. It's going to come back up here, but we've got to move these steam turbine wires. I've got to move them all the way over. And to be honest, what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to put some new transformers down here, and we'll unplug them from here, and we'll plug them in here. Now, it does mean we'll have to turn off the steam turbines for a little while. And then we'll keep replacing all this stuff with steel as well. And that should be fine. You could go here. And you actually reach that. I'm just going to leave that for now. And then you need to come in here and do this. Should be fine for now, right? And you could do that one. And you could do this one. Oh, wait. We can't actually build the Heavi-Watt wire here yet because we have to push the steam out. That's why we're doing this. So, the Heavi-Watt wire can go... If I have to push the steam out of this whole area, that probably means I can't actually build any of the Heavi-Watt wire to start with. Yes, let's leave that. I think what I'm going to have to do is we're actually going to have to tile everything up the whole way, which means I am going to have to push this out after all, because we've got to make a vacuum for all of the transformers and everything. Cause, I mean, we could have just built it in the steam, but I want to get the steam out because it's so much steam. We're never going to be able to get it out once we build everything. and it will condense into, frankly, a lot of water. And then everything will end up underwater, and then none of it will work. So, I don't think that's a good idea either. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and do that. Then you're still doing all of this. That's good. Then if we go have a look at the rockets, you're almost charged. That's fine. This liquid lock is doing God's work. Right, yeah, seal that in as well. I feel like the dupes are behaving pretty well today. Yeah, go ahead and do that. And then go ahead and do all of this. Yeah, they're really cracking on. Right, I'll be very interested to see if we actually got rid of most of the polluted oxygen. It looks like we got rid of a fair bit of it. That's good. That means that these are going to be generating... well, it means they're going to be generating the same amount of heat, but the... well, actually, hold on. Yeah, the heat production is still similar. Dropping because it's intaking less water. Well, in any case, we shouldn't get any more polluted oxygen bubbles, so this should be good. Yeah, I'm excited for the new emotes. We're going to do Surviving Bars tomorrow. I thought I was a little bit in the middle of this yesterday, and I thought it'd be rude not to finish it. Right, there we go. That up. Yep, do that as well. They're just focusing on this side today, apparently. I'm gonna have to do it all the way out here. Oh, right, this one should be insulated. This one should be insulated. I forgot. There you go. This gas pump. The Heavi-Watt wires are definitely not going to run past this neutronium, so the transformer is going to have to stop here, which means the Heavi-Watt wire is probably just going to run down this corner. Think about what this room is going to look like eventually, because it's not going to be full of steam forever either, but we also can't really turn it off. Very irksome. Right, keep doing this. There you go. Actually, you know what? Do this. Then you can build everything else. Oh, the Aquatuner is just going to get locked away in the corner? I mean, maybe. Maybe we just keep them in the steam. No, that seems like a bad idea. These are generating a lot of heat. It's only being absorbed because we're running so many steam turbines. We do actually need to do this one, sorry. Well, there'll eventually be heat transfer issues. Yeah, probably. But also, once the steam is gone, we won't have heat transfer issues. This is temporary. Believe it or not. I mean, at the moment, this is probably about 3 MDTUs of cooling that needs to happen. So that's at least 4 steam turbines. I don't know, maybe we keep a little bit of the steam infrastructure here. And we just have like a little column where we have the Aquatuners. But we're not ultimately going to need 6 Aquatuners running down here once all the steam is gone. We'll start building our proper infrastructure somewhere else. The only reason why I'm thinking about keeping them there is because we've already set up the loop, and this neutronium is kind of in the way of building anything else here. Otherwise, maybe I'd extend the transformers all the way down. mean, maybe we can still do that. I mean, there will technically still be room for the Heavi-Watt wire. Maybe we do just extend the transformers all the way down and we get rid of this eventually. But there's so much steam here as well. I'm not overly worried about this heating up too much at the moment. Yeah, they really are just focusing on this at the moment. There we go. And then this one can be insulated, and then we're all done on that. Building broken. Yeah, you needed to actually fix this one. Beesmore is on the job. Brain machine is mildly braining. Right, let's see. How are you doing? Okay. This looks alright. I suppose I do have to keep an eye on this fish just to make sure this water doesn't heat up, but I doubt it will. There's a lot of water in here now. Batteries seem to be okay as well. I'm going to re-enable the power bank charges because I don't think there's a huge amount of charging we have to do now that we've shipped all of the excess power banks. Let's see how that goes. Then let's go back up here. So the rocket is ready now. Let's remove the teapots. Wow, that's a lot of artifacts we have in this list. Right. Summon crew. Select destination. So we're still in the process of exploring. I think what I will do... If I go this way, we can at least determine what this thing is. I'm just trying to find the planet, though. Yeah, maybe go here first, and then we'll see what's in... Oh, I don't know. Just do this. Just do this. We'll find the water planet eventually. We have got stuff to do. Glad we're actually cooling this down now, though. It's good. Okay, you're nearly done on all of this. That's great. That looks fantastic. Good job, guys. Right, and then build this here. And then the Heavi-Watt wire is just going to run underneath this neutronium. So that's where the insulated tile will end up. And then we can start removing all of this, and then we can put everything back in. I guess this rock is... I guess these tiles are absorbing a fair amount of heat as well, now that I think about it. Do I sweep up all these random liquids? Can we do that? I think we can. That might be alright. This water is from when we let some steam in by accident the other day. How's this looking? Weird. Let's just let them keep doing that. Why do I have liquids down here? It's not a good sign when you can't sweep any of the liquids. Also, we've got a nice big tile of liquid phosphorus down here. That's good. How the Phlox is doing? We got a little baby Phlox. That's fine. You're harvesting the pike apples as well. I guess that's okay for now. Should probably tell you not to harvest these, right? Glad the Phloxes are happy. Yeah, I guess that's going to take a fair bit longer. What's trapped? Who's trapped? Wait, what? You're not trapped, you're just bored. Okay, the dupes are actually idle. This is interesting. What does that mean for us, then? Do I want to actually get them trying to dig the magma again? I think I determined that it wasn't really practical for me to put a bottle thing down here. I think at this point, because we have all the gas in here, I'm just going to turn these off. And then... the issue is, it's still scalding temperatures down here. It's still scalding temperatures down here, so even with the suits, we can't really get the dupes to do anything until the gas pressure runs out. So, you know what? I think we're just going to let them hang out. You guys can just finally be idle, provided that you're not actually trapped. Good. You've earned it. You've earned your freedom. Are you not launching? Oh, right. Begin launch sequence, right? Yeah, there you go. Well, I guess that means we're going to speed to it. Right? We should be able to speed to it if we're just staying here. This asteroid just feels like an alien environment now. It's just so big and empty. I've been running this gas pump for absolutely ages just to filter all these gases out. I mean, even though we have got some imposter gases in here, we still are filling these rooms up with chlorine. So I don't think it's technically broken. There's just one too many of these guys in here. And it doesn't seem like anyone is bothering grabbing the puff princes. Oh, you've got a puff prince in here. You should have a puff prince in here. What about you? You have a puff prince in here as well. Okay. I think this will be fine, provided the gas pressure isn't too high. I mean, we want the polluted oxygen pressure in here, we want the regular oxygen pressure in here. But as long as the oxygen pressure in here is low, I think this is just more of a sign that the chlorine is running out than anything else. So, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Cycle 866. Give it up for Cycle 866. Oh, one of my water bubblers, or one of my air bubblers in the tank has come off. I'm going to have to fix that later. That's fine. I will fix that. Right, I hope you guys are actually coming in here and doing this. You are. That's good. Now, if I release all of this liquid as is, it's just going to turn into more steam, isn't it? Let's see how sweeping this goes. Maybe you'll grab all the water by accident. I think they are actually grabbing all the water by accident. That's good. It's all turning to steam again. Why? Oh, the insulated tile is already hot. Yeah? I mean, that kind of makes sense. Well, if a little bit of this ends up as water at the bottom, that's not the end of the world. Right. The important thing is we have regular gas in here. Right, I'm going to save it. Because this might be a tad premature. Oh god, saving takes ages. Right. The issue is, so... obviously heat is slowly being transferred through this tile. Let's just start removing this. Can I actually just get you to just remove all of this? Let's see how that goes. Obviously, you're not going to do it all at once. I'm going to set you to priority 9, because I just want to see this happen. I'm imagining a dupe is going to end up trapped doing this, but we'll just make an igneous rock ladder, and then that should be fine, right? Poor steam turbine. Oh, the steam is ending up with the slicksters now. Oh, that's funny. I mean, I don't mind too much if the water settles in here, but it won't because it's too hot. In fact, you know what? Actually, I set this to priority 8. Yeah, do that, and then make this priority 9. How much ethanol has ended up over here? That's good. That's just the right amount of ethanol. Looks like we ended up with 5 polluted oxygen blobs. That's not very good luck, is it? Means these turbines aren't going to be running that hard. Well, do I want to waste their time doing this? Probably not, right? I have some granite in here. I could just get them to make some granite tiles. Maybe that would help. The thing is, we just got to catch the... We're just got to catch the polluted oxygen at the right time for them to do that. It's interesting that they really are just coming down here. They're not really worrying about the other bits at all anymore. Also, we have a very annoying bit of neutronium here, but that's fine. Right, make that a priority 8. And then the wire is going to run through this bit. Except for this bit. Right. Do I actually care about what the wire is doing? The wire can just run through the steam. We're not going to be actually connecting it to any transformers down here. So... the main issue is I would need a joint plate, and that would leak a load of heat into this room. Let's not think about that bit just yet. But I keep flip-flopping about what to do here. Just leave it open. Right, so I want you to deconstruct all of this. In fact, you know what? I think I'm also going to get you to just remove these 2 tiles. And then we'll seal this off. So let's make that priority 9. What the dog doing? Was that part of the song? I don't know. Unreachable? No, you can do it. Just have a lot of errands. Don't worry about fixing this door. You guys are all fine. Steam is doing some weird stuff. If the steam all ends up over here, that's actually fine. I don't care about that. What is everyone doing over here? Has everyone just given up? Where is everyone? Oh, they're all in the base having food. Okay, well, fair enough. You guys do technically need food. How is the artifact station looking? Where is that? It's here. But the pristine fossil. So look at that. The preservation of this skeleton occurred artificially using a technique called the Ali method. It should be noted this fossilization technique was pioneered by one Dr. Ashcan. There we go. Everyone's getting involved. And then if we look at the colony report, so that is 9 space artifacts. Amazing. I'm glad that all of the Dreckos are behaving again. That was really winding me up earlier. Are we having an issue with these suits? Oh, I've realized now what's happening. Why the labor has been slowly dwindling. We've been exporting all the reed fiber to the other asteroid. We've not been saving any of it for suit repairs. So everyone's been trapped in the base. Hilarious. Yeah, look at that. Well, we weren't really focusing on this asteroid up until this stream again. So I guess that's fine. Perhaps some of the dupes have been having a bit of a break. Can we actually have a look at the colony report? Can I see that anywhere? Is there an idleness graph on the colony report? Why did I bring the reed fiber over to the other asteroid again? Did I have to make a suit repair or something? I have got this set to repair suits. I think it was just so that we had it in case of an emergency. Oh no, we sent it here so we can make the insulates. That's true. Okay, well let's stop doing that. We're waiting for the sap again because we need more fish, but that's okay. I actually want the temperature of this liquid to get as close to 25 as possible. So I don't really want to be running this super low. I have been running it pretty low. Let's set it to... set it to this. We probably don't need the second Aquatuner running all the time now. I mean, if we have the power, we have the power. I think it should be fine, though. Right, let's keep adjusting this. What's your situation? Content's none? Why? Oh. No, you are full of content. Get out of here. Colder water is, the less heat the fish will delete. Yes, that's the premise. But we don't have a lot of fish at the moment. And I also don't really care at this point, if I'm being honest. I care about keeping the fish alive. But if we get the turbines too cold, that's not really going to help us either. So we might as well just set it to a more reasonable value. I think this will be fine. Right, we should end up, with some reed fiber again, for suit repairs. That being said, oh, that's actually one thing about this save now. Because Dreckos now spawn with only 90% shearing, we probably aren't going to actually get more reed fiber and stuff off of these guys. Or at least that's what I'm expecting. Looks like some of them have still been sheared. In any case, we probably should expect less reed fiber than we've had. We also don't have a huge amount of polluted water, so I don't really want to run a load of Thimble Reeds. We've got a Senna. That's interesting. We don't... well, it's not that interesting, but I don't really care. We're going to need to keep expanding the ladder down here. That's what's going to have to happen, isn't it? But yeah, the important thing is, I just don't want all the steam in here, because it's just going to condense into water, and it's going to get very messy. Then we're going to have to pump it out. Right, you managed to insulate this all down here now, so that means I can actually just remove all of this. And that can be alright. We can still look at the other side as well, because I think they're actually getting that done now. Yeah, that's good. Right, so come in here, do this. And then this one can go over here. This one can go over here. That gas pump is going to have to go somewhere else at some point. Why did I put the gas pump all the way down here? Is that really sensible? Was that just to make sure the steam was pure or something along those lines? I don't know. There's a lot of really hot steam. I'm sure this is dumping a fair bit of heat, the asteroid, as well. I feel like I should actually be running this through an insulated pipe. Right, what's the gas situation? Okay, we did actually get rid of every single polluted oxygen bubble doing this. That's nice. And then we can leave that one there because it's only one. And then we shouldn't get any more. And then these turbines should run a bit more efficiently again. Yeah, look, these are all running now. Good. Oh, we did it! Tewula. What? Excuse me? Oh! H2Ella. Oh, God. That is the worst name. That is the worst name for an asteroid I've ever seen. Okay, but this is really good, though. We actually found the water asteroid. It was hiding here. In plain sight. Hold on. There it is! Oh. Right. Okay, so it's got a saltwater geyser. It's got a water geyser. It has a lot of light. It has a lot of rads. And then, obviously, there is a solid surface with some building material on it. There's not a lot of building material. We may need to import some, but there is the water. So this means we can actually start colonizing. Fantastic. I think we can still grab the artifact. How much travel have you got? Yeah, this should be fine. Because we can just go this way back. Although, actually, at this point, I think I'm pretty happy to just come here. We might as well find out what it is. Keep going. Nah, this is good. We can actually come here. H2Ella. Fantastic. Right. So I think what we'll do is we'll send the rocket there, we'll come back. We'll do as much of this as we can. Preferably, we do actually end up hooking up the Heavi-Watt wire. I think I will just run it along the bottom through the steam, because we're not going to have any transformers here. Right, build this as well. And then we can start removing all of this. Sadly, we did have to get rid of the ladder inside just to tile everything up and remove all this steam. That's good. I think for now I'm just going to leave it here. Let's do that, and then we can excavate all of this. And then at least we can get the transformers further closer down here, and then we can actually hook them up locally. That would be a pretty good thumbnail as well, maybe. I don't know. Things should speed up here once we actually get those suits repaired. That's very important now. We should be getting more reed fiber from these Dreckos. You're glum. People have not been getting out to ranch you. Oh, good. Yeah, there's not many suits left, are there? You gonna go ranch Dreckos? That's a big issue, actually, if we do run out of reed fiber. I probably shouldn't have exported it all, knowing that our Drecko situation is not generating a huge amount of excess reed fiber anymore. Can we even actually run, like, 36 Atmo suits off of one Drecko ranch, now that we're not getting extra reed fiber from the babies? I think I'm going to set this back to priority 9. We've got to make sure we get our reed fiber. Actually, this needs to be priority 9. That's what needs to happen. I've been doing the plastic, but not the reed fiber. Okay, that's what I think actually needs to happen. Yeah, we have a fair bit of idleness here now because of all these suits. That's very irritating. Can I actually yellow alert this? Is anyone eligible to do this? Ada is. Okay, that's good. Oh, poor Drecko. We baited you. At least I think a few of these guys do actually have scales. So this could jumpstart us. How much do we need per repair? I have some Thimble Reeds in here, but the polluted water for these isn't actually the right temperature anymore. This water's very hot now. I feel like perhaps our base cooling network is not cold enough anymore. Perhaps we need more than one Aquatuner. So what's the situation here? This is actively cooled. I could just put another Aquatuner in here. It would be annoying, but we could do it. Where would we connect the wire? Is there a free wire? Do I even want to think about whether there is a free wire? No, I really don't. Steel has radiation vomiting, great. Maybe we should not hang out in space then. They do pick funny spots to hang out, don't they? Right, basic white shirt, that's good. Let's see. You're going to be there in 0.2 cycles. Okay, that is the Gilded Asteroid Field. This is one with the gold and the regolith, okay. Right, so we should end up with some more reed fiber now. So you should get in here and start fixing all the suits, right? Where's the exosuit forge? I'm presuming that's in here. There's got to be an exosuit forge. Oh no, that's up here, isn't it? No? The heck did I put this? Guys. Oh, it's in here. Yeah, it's in the Drecko room. Okay. That definitely needs to be priority 9. My yellow alert this too. Yeah, because we desperately need to fix these. How much does each errand cost? Each errand costs 1 reed fiber. Okay. Yeah, get them fixed. Get them out of here. Okay, good. This is going well. Right, let's leave that on yellow alert for just a minute, and then we'll turn it off. And then you guys... That was why people weren't coming in here. We have loads of dupes and they just haven't been able to leave the base. That's so funny. Yeah, how's this building looking now? Yeah, keep delivering the suits. Going on the mealwoods, they're not getting fertilized. Yeah, all these ranches are stopping working because people aren't getting in the suits properly. I think we've got to make sure they're actually coming out here and restocking the suits as well. Let's see how that goes. I feel like we're at critical levels. Yeah, it's because we exported all of our reed fiber. We're not really doing Thimble Reeds because we don't really have a lot of polluted water. And whatever polluted water we do have is going to... Let's see, it's going to the Dreckos and then... It's... Oh, we're dumping all the polluted water. We're dumping all the polluted water into the steam room to cool everything down. So perhaps we could actually spare some polluted water for Thimble Reeds. Make more reed fiber to get this started. I think that's probably necessary. So the problem is, it's too hot in here now. If we actually look at the temperature map mode, like this space was too cold for a while, now it's too hot. We need to get this temperature back down, which means I do need to actually put in this thermo Aquatuner. So I think I'm going to have to come in here and sort this out. So that probably means we do something similar to what we did on the other asteroid. Let's get rid of some of these tiles. Then we can figure this out. There's a little bit of steam in here, but not too much. So you need to get up here somehow. Oh, we've got to actually get in here as well. That's going to be very annoying. I'm going to have to remove this hydrogen plant temporarily. We have enough power, I don't think that's an issue, but yeah, we're going to have to do this temporarily. So, do I want to run this in series? I've got to figure out where the power wire is going to go as well. Well, we do have a conspicuous spare slot down here, so maybe we just do that. So this could go, let's see. We do it this way. That is a conspicuous transformer slot, that's good. So that could go there. And then conductive wire, we can just do this. And we're going to get this one back over here. Figure that out later, but at least we have a slot for a transformer. Maybe I could take one of these wires and change it. I think that would be preferable, wouldn't it? Maybe this one? Yeah, maybe that one for the spawn. Because we don't need all this oxygen at the moment. We have way more. We have, can I just say, we have 9,689 kilograms per tile of oxygen in this spawn. I think we just disconnect this for a while. So we'll do that, which means we can just put the thing up here. Right. Let's figure out what this is going to look like. We're going to have some shenanigans. Oh, that's the only thing about playing our music is that when the day is rolling over, you can't really tell. Right, I would quite like to actually just shift this all one over. It's over 9,000. Yeah, it's over 9,000. There you go. Congratulations. Yep. It's all good. This water geyser is well and truly overfilling as well. I should have made a proper infinite storage for this, but then again, the part of the aim of this run is to stop using geysers. Surely I should actually be dumping this excess water, right? I think I am dumping the excess water. Yeah, I am dumping the excess water. It's all going in the steam room. I'm glad I thought of that. But the issue is... this is still too full, isn't it? I'm running in water from here, which is from this long-ass pipe, which is from this. Oh, that's right. We determined we have to run this because we're running this for power. So that means we're never actually pumping out of the water geyser. So I think what this means... is I actually need a separate pipe. We do have a separate pipe. So why is this one blocked? I was feeding the emulsifiers this water. What's the situation? This steam turbine is running here as well. So this steam turbine water is dumping out at the bottom. I think I need another water dumping pipe. We were actually remineralizing the salt water, I think, in an effort to actually get this done. But this is a work errand and people haven't been doing it. Oh, I see. It's a work errand and people haven't been doing it because, you know, people haven't been able to leave the base. This strikes me as a very odd system. Right, so we have extra polluted water we have extra water that's going here. Why was I remineralizing salt water? Where is this salt water actually going? That is going to the water weeds, which are growing. So I think what I need to do is I need to actually take this water and connect it to this output pipe if it's overfilling. So weird. Okay, let's think about this, right? I think we do need to solve this to make sure we can actually get this water out of here. So, I think the plan is, this is just a dumping pipe, right? Well, it is, but we're also using it to fill the cooling loop. Am I still filling the cooling loop? I shouldn't still be filling the cooling loop, should I? Let's check this. I'm really in knots now. Alright, let's stop filling the cooling loop. That is just a dumping pipe, so we can take that, and then we can go up here, and I think what I'll do is I'll just take this pipe and feed it the other way, and then we can fit a bridge here. And then that means I could take this pipe and feed it in here, and then put a bridge here. So cut this off. I'm going to have to fix this, though. No. Right. That's a lot of yellow alerts. Set these back to priority 9. I'm really glad we called this reed fiber thing, because that would have been a huge issue if people couldn't leave the base. But yeah, we need to get the base temperature back down to normal. Ugh. Just when we think we have an actual solution. Right, there we go. So there's water going in there. Now this is cold water. Is that guaranteed to be cold, or is that just static water next to the thermonullifier? I think this is actually supposed to be hot water. But it's been static for a while. But do I care about this area getting hot? Possibly. The main issue now is we're dumping a lot of polluted water on here. We're not always going to get the regular water out. But it looks like this pipe is moving in the correct direction now. It's kind of just because it's going back into the emulsifier. But I think that's the point, is it's supposed to go to the emulsifier, and then if it backs up, it's supposed to keep dumping out. So we should end up with more water packets in this pipe. Okay, that should definitely help. That's definitely not mandatory, but that should definitely help. I don't think I actually want to do anything more over here until we fix this base cooling issue. Now. Right, so I'm still going to need you to get in here. I think I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and enter this bit. Now, the Pokeshells are all conveniently located next to the thermo Aquatuner. I could try and get in through here. That doesn't seem like a good idea either. I think I'm just going to have to climb in here. But the issue is, if I open this up, it's going to let all the steam out. So how am I going to get in here without actually unleashing chaos? Because these Pokeshells will attack anyone that comes down here, so this is lethal. What a stupid situation that is. I think I'm just going to have to make a little step here. So we can put the Aquatuner in here. We don't necessarily need the second sensor, because I'm just going to let it run. I'm just going to tell these both to run if the liquid's above a certain temperature. I think that should be fine. And then that way we can build the Aquatuner here. We can seal this off. But we can get in here and build the Aquatuner without it leaking everywhere. But we've got to put some naphtha here first, which we can do. It's just going to be irritating. Right, so there's some gas there. Oh, you know what I could do? I could build a uranium wire segment and have that melt. That could work. If I make this wire segment uranium, that should push the naphtha out of the way, right? And then it ends up here. But we can't reach it yet. Gas isn't going to get hot enough. Maybe the steep will stay up here. The oxygen is creeping in this way. Would that actually work? I don't think that would work. If I built plastic... Plastic melts at 160-ish. Okay, so what I could do is I could make a plastic tile. Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll make a plastic tile here, and I'll turn the steam turbine off temporarily. So, cut off the vent. Raise the temperature of the room. And then we can get this built pretty quickly, right? Is that, and that should conduct heat with the naphtha fairly quickly, right? And then at least we've got another tile. I think we can sort this out. It's just going to be mildly annoying. At the moment, there's a little bit of a heat leak. Right, that's more suits available. Did I just keep this set yellow alert? No, there isn't actually an errand here. They're lying. I think we just need to grow some Thimble Reeds. Funny how we still got the stone hatches running around. Right, so this plastic tile should heat up. That will take a fair while to heat up, but it should get there eventually, and then we'll have some naphtha here. We should get a notification when that happens as well. That's good. But man, we really need to fix this reed fiber situation. You could do the rest of this if you want. Oh, Green Goblin's done. Okay, let's get the Green Goblin back. Yeah, there you go. Fun. Okay, how's this pipe situation going then? Yeah, so this water for the most part is running through here now and filling all these empty gaps. That's good. So that means we are actually going to be draining, hopefully, this this geyser. Because this water is going to stop coming in. That's good, because this is just free water we've been wasting this whole time. It's made out of steel. That's fine. Am I really just waiting for that now? Is there anywhere on the asteroid that is cold enough for us to grow Thimble Reeds? Just temporarily. We could grow them here. How hot is the polluted water coming in? Quite hot. This vent is erupting for another 3 cycles. Okay, well that's not great. I mean, I feel like we should kind of get back to where we're supposed to be. We still have a fair bit of plastic in here, but I think this is left over from the previous guys. Also, you're glum, so you're not actually breeding. So this needs to be priority 9 as well, because we need more regular Dreckos to replace these guys. I'm beginning to think I just need to get them to send the breed fiber back. I think we will do that. Let's do it. Just send all the breed fiber back because we don't need to make insulate here. That was kind of greedy. I thought we could get away with it, but we couldn't. Right. Again, that can be priority 1. And then you aren't running because I've disconnected you. So reconnect you here. Still pumping gas out of here? We are. That's good. Still not 100% convinced we're ever going to get all of this gas out of here, but we're trying at least. Okay. This tile looking 60. Oh, you haven't got any power. Why don't you have any power? Because it's nighttime? Really? We're out of power at night? That shouldn't be happening, should it? Oh, this is probably some automation related thing. I think we are literally just going to have to wait for that to sort itself out. It's still backing up. Why am I sending regular water through this thing? Because that's just excess water that's going through the spom. That's regular water. Do I want to just stop sending the water through this sieve now? So this is just coming from the steam turbines now. I think I'm just going to disconnect this now. We have so much... I think we have so much spom oxygen that we don't actually need to run this pipe anymore. I mean, we can still run the sieve. Yeah, I think let's do that instead. Because we should just be taking this water out whenever we can. Oh no, we did this so that this didn't back up. That was the whole point of this. We don't want this pipe to back up, otherwise we start losing power. We do have to keep running it. Okay. So what's the issue now? I mean, we are dumping some water. Maybe we should just accept the loss on that one. I'm going to be watching this tile for way too long. That's going to be like a couple of cycles from now. So you're going to be back in 2.4 cycles. Yeah, I'm not convinced we're breaking even on this. Are we exporting the Thimble Reed then? Yeah, we are. We're sending it all back. You know what? Actually, just launch it. Launch? Okay, here we go. Pro gamer move. Launch half of it. Oh, right. Now we can't get it. Now we can't get the Thimble Reed out of here, can we? Not until we get more rad bolts again. Just 30 to 40. Send it all back. I don't care. Just fix it. So that is going to get there in 0.4 cycles. That's really quick. I still can't believe you just hang out in space, and that's what you do. Also, you soiled your suit. Is there a reason for that? You didn't even tell me. You soiled your suit? No. The stress is going up because you've soiled your suit. But you're enjoying the sun. Well, I need you to fix your suit too. Is this full of reed fiber? This is full of reed fiber. Right, unequipped suit. And then I'll get you to put that back on. Yeah, we're just going to get all those suits repaired so that everything goes back to normal on the asteroid. But we're going to have to scale up our reed fiber production. That's actually really important. Oh, you soiled your suit because of the radiation vomiting. That's what happened. Yeah. Okay. It's so funny how you can put the bionic dupes just in their own Atmos suits and everything works out. Right, wear this again, please. And then let's just keep an eye on this one. So you're going to launch at 50 rad bolts. There's the minimum I can set this to. That's fine. Okay. That'll do. Yeah, you can fill this back up again. What's in the pod? Balm lily seed, sure. Right, so now you should actually be repairing everything again because the reed fiber has landed. Right? You just need to actually take it out of the payload. And the payload is going to be there in... It should be there... Yeah, it should already be there. Oh, they're all here. Right, so you need to actually unpack this. That needs to be pretty... I need to yellow alert that then. Just for now. Good job, Hassan. Pick them all up. You're at 78. This is getting very hot now. I think I will tell this to start running again. Get this temperature down at least a little bit. And then we'll ramp it back up again. That's a load of empty eco power banks, apparently. And then we should see all the other payloads land here fairly soon, right? And then those are all getting offloaded. Are they getting offloaded on the conveyor? What's happening? Where's all the debris going? Oh, it's all ended up... Oh, all the material is just ending up in here, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So someone needs to come empty this machine, right? Let someone do that. Oh, I need to actually set up the chute, don't I? That's what I need to do. Yeah. Okay. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? In fact, actually, I can just go here, can't it? Yeah, go ahead and do that. That should buy us a fair bit of time. So now the issue is we just aren't dumping enough of this water out of this pipe for it to work. What about this dump pipe? Why is this not actually dumping anything now? Can I get it to dump in this pipe as well if it's empty? I feel like we should be able to get at least 20 kilograms per second of water dumped into this biome. Well, let's have a look at this one. Oh, that's for these steam turbines. Oh, okay. How are you doing? Oh, you're not getting geotuned either? Oh, that's gross. Oh, everything's falling apart. That's interesting. So apparently... Empty storage. I think they may have already actually done this. Are they making a load of suit repairs now? Yes, they are. I can see they're fixing the suits again. This is good. I am starting to worry. They're not growing because the pressure is too low. Well, why is the pressure too low? Oh. The carbon dioxide atmosphere is solidified in here. The entire atmosphere is dumped in here. Okay. So I've got to set this... Right. Where's the automation on this one then, right? This has just kept running the whole time and all the carbon dioxide in the room is just condensed into this room. It's so funny. These plants aren't even that cold. I think I just need to dump some different gas in here. Some hydrogen, maybe. Well, that should be easy enough. We do have a large amount of hydrogen just sat here. How about just a regular gas then? There you go. Yellow alert this, and then the carbon dioxide could just settle out in here, I guess. I don't care. We don't care about this overheating. I must admit, I've never run a base this complicated before. I'm beginning to think that this is too complicated. We can't admit defeat. Oh, you're repairing all the pipe. What happened to the pipe? Is the water freezing in here? I don't think it is. Well, I guess keep coming in here then. You know what? Actually, I realized something. We should be keeping the tiles in this room for the transformer layout, shouldn't we? Okay, so this is going to be a bit more complicated again. It's going to be very irritating to me that it doesn't quite line up properly. But I think I'm going to get the hang of it. See how this looks. And then at least you should be able to get in here and build everything. There you go. That works for me. Okay, and then that's the last level of transformers, so we leave those tiles in here then. Okay. Sure, that works. Right, yeah. Suits are increasing again. Idleness is low. That's good. Although I'm sure there's now a large backlog of tasks. It's overheating. These things are overheating. They're out of power? Well, we just had a large meteor episode. At least this time things don't seem to be immediately getting destroyed. Looks like everything is getting cleared pretty well. Just taking some time. So a couple of things have overheated a little, but they're not getting completely obliterated. Good. Right, well, where's all the reed fiber then? Right, the reed fiber is all up here. I'm just going to get you to yellow alert this then, right? No, Hassan is currently delivering to it, so maybe we just let Hassan get on with it. We're topping up all the geysers again, that's good. There's so many errands outside the base, if we run out of reed fiber, that's a real issue. Okay, the hydrogen is back, that's good. And then this is going to keep running, and then I'm imagining all this carbon dioxide is eventually just going to end up solidifying over here, which is actually fine. Sure. What's broken? Oh, a liquid pipe is broken over here. That's not good. Is all the water just constantly evaporating in here? I don't think it is. But I will need to rebuild this. Yeah, auto rebuild priority 9. The launcher is in tune. Okay, let's dig that out. You've all been running on the wheels and getting trained, I guess. You guys must have some pretty good athletics now. Jesus. What are you making? How many pills have you made? 1,278 rad pills. Fun. That's where all the coal's going. It's turning it all into pills. Right, this is not warming up. Okay, so that's not going to work. So I need to insulate this tile and then get it to heat up again. Okay, that's fine. This is why I put the music on today, because I knew we were going to be taking some time to fix things. Oh, what have I done? You needed oxygen in here, not hydrogen. Do you like polluted oxygen? You do like polluted oxygen. Right. Switch this for this. I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to actually put a high pressure vent here, and then the hydrogen will just rise to the top, and that will solve that issue. The hydrogen will be for conductive reasons. How much polluted oxygen do we have in here? A lot? I mean, that's not a lot. This is supposed to go into the puffs, right? I don't know, this will be good enough, right? That was kind of silly. Right, I guess don't worry about this door. How are you doing? We got lots of baby fish. We got 2 eggs. That's good. Well, yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, we got 2 eggs and 2 fish. Hooray! They're repopulating. How are you doing? Yeah, you're still filling up. That's good. Yeah, build that Ben. And then let's see what happens with all the polluted oxygen. If we put in enough polluted oxygen, it should definitely just all rise to the top. I think I'll just leave this pipe here for now. In fact, actually, you know what? If you do this, then it will just run back that way naturally anyways. I think that makes sense. Yeah, let's see how that goes. I keep extending this down here. I will rebuild this. It's going to take us a little while to do that, though. I think I am going to yellow alert this unless... Oh no, people are still supplying this. It's good. Okay. I think I just need to let them get on with it. It's just going to take some time. But it looks like everything here has worked pretty well. A couple of things got damaged, but I think everything is getting sorted out, except the pipe isn't running. Because we still need you to fix that coolant pipe. There you go. Does that fix it? We'll wait for the day to roll over. Okay, good. Let the water out again. Good. Where's all the regolith going? Is that still getting dumped out? Here it is. A big old pile of regolith here. Right, you're insulated, so you're heating up again. That's good. So I'm going to turn this vent off again so we can actually heat this up properly. I don't think these suits are happening very quickly. Oh, you've got a suit there. Okay. I'm going to yellow alert this. We have to make these suits. Cut down available routes for dupes. Yeah. The issue we're having at the moment is that the dupes can't get out of the base because we export all of our reed fiber. And also because since we've loaded this save from the November Quality of Life update, I think we're getting a lot less reed fiber from the Drecklets that are getting born. So perhaps we're going to need to actually sort that out. So at the moment, my plan is we need to get the base temperature under control again. Once we do that, we can just grow some Thimble Reeds with the bathroom water, and that will be fine. But the base is currently too hot to do that. Previously, we had the issue where the base was too cold to do that. That is no longer the issue. But yeah, I should probably just get people working on this full time now so we can get rid of the suit debt. Are you really just going to load this with one reed fiber at a time? It's kind of sad. Then there's a question of how long each suit lasts. Alright, I've got a question for you guys. How much usage can you get out of an average suit on normal difficulty before it expires? I feel like they're not completing this errand very quickly. It would be nice if they could just bulk load this with things. I guess they're loading the worn suits, but I wish you could just load it with every single worn suit. Suits wear out after 10 cycles worth of use. Okay. Yeah. That sounds about right. I guess in the meantime I'll keep telling them to do this. Looks like people are actually able to leave again. Does that mean I should do something similar here? Probably. I mean, let's get rid of all of this. And then let's get rid of these. So this time I can do it in a way that makes a bit more sense. So it's these ones. Oh, okay, I get it. It's so confusing how the deconstruct icon is so far below what you actually want to do. Always throws me off. There you go. At least you're not going to end up with a load of steam in this room now. Right. That could work. Okay. Sounds like a bug. No, it's just because the progress bar appears underneath the tile. So that's where the icon appears. It's kind of weird, but I don't think it's a bug. I'm glad all these turbines are running again, though. That's actually really good. In fact, that's funny, because that actually shows you how much the decrease in efficiency from the polluted oxygen here was. It was enough to actually take it over to working properly. That is interesting. Right. Pike apples are growing again. Oh, we got loads of phloxes now. That's good. That's really good. How much wood we got? Got a little bit of wood. That's fine. So at least we have a wood source in this asteroid now, right? Because we didn't have any wood before. No. Because we didn't have any wood before. No. When did we get 130,000 wood from? Okay. Where's the wood? Show me. It's in organic, right? What is the actual answer? Was it just... I think it was just wild wood that was on the map. And we harvested over eons. No, that's what a teleporter is. It was on one of our teleporter asteroids. Was it from this one? Yes, it's all the random wood that we've accumulated from random harvests on this asteroid over the years. And we've never used any of it. Okay. Oh, wait! Hold on. We put a recharge back in here. Can I actually... I can get Chip in here. Chip. Chip, get vacillated, fool. Have I been sending vacillator recharges here? Did I just forget about this? Look, we're going to leave him in the brain thing for a while. Oh, we have a look at this. Where is it in this menu? Yeah, we have 5 vacillator recharges over here. Oh, we could, like, turbo pimp these dupes. Got deep diver's lungs. Okay, so what traits do you have? Are we just going to load you up with traits? Yeah, you've got sunny disposition. You're going to get deep diver's lungs. And then we could get... Oh my god. Okay, we've got to keep juicing up these bionic dupes. This is really funny. Yeah, I guess we have been getting the vacillator recharges from deep space when we've been doing all these missions. The Green Goblin has relanded as well. That's nice. Right, we're starting to get back on top of this. I feel like this is enough suits now. I can take this off Yellow Alert. Do you just eventually get infinite recharges? If you keep exploring the space POIs, maybe? I don't know. I don't actually know. We never got that far. We've still got 18 worn suits, but I think at this point they are actually going to go ahead and do this. Right, are you geotuned? You are. Are you geotuned? You're kind of geotuned. You only need to be kind of geotuned. So long as you're geotuned at least once. Well, I mean, preferably I'd like you to be geotuned at least twice, but... Yeah, that's alright. Okay, we're actually getting everyone out here again. That's good. I'm really glad that we noticed this. Otherwise, everything was going to take way longer here than I wanted. It takes effort, but the recharges are indeed renewable. That's good. Okay. Hello? Sand has cooked. It's interesting. I wish there was a way for me to override these tiles with ladders. Oh. Wait, yeah, you should have that one open. I forgot. And I'm going to open you because you've got the polluted oxygen. So that should end up with the result we want. Right, you're too warm now. Is that because we need to cool this water down again? Yes. That should happen at some point, though. I'm not concerned about them. Right, how are you doing? You are heating up properly now, that's good. Aquatuner pipe is empty, that's kind of weird. Why is the coolant pipe kind of empty? I need to let the water back out. Is that because the pipe broke and then it evaporated a load of water up in space? I feel like that could have happened. The issue is, if I keep filling it up with a bridge, say, here... Yeah, if I keep filling it up with a bridge, say, here, then eventually it's just going to overfill again. But I will do that for now, just because it's important this gets filled up. Wait. This is a different coolant loop. Don't fill it off of that. Fill it off of this. I mean, this was all water. There was a load of water in here already. But it's not hundreds upon hundreds of kilograms. So that's fine. No stress. Steeler, you keep hanging out. You keep hanging out up here. I think I need to get these guys to actually stop hanging out in space. I'm going to get you a microchip duty. Right, here's an idea. Where am I going to stick these? Did I really not leave any good spots for, like, just a bed? Oh, we could remove this. Yeah, I need to get you to stop hanging out in space and then throw it up in your suit because you're too irradiated. Right, you haven't soiled your suit. It's just Steeler. Definitely don't empty your suit out into here. That's not what we want either. Okay, unequipped suit. Then re-equip you. And then I'm going to set your schedule so you're mostly hanging out in bed. Let's make this bedtime. I'm going to make it bedtime for like 2 out of 3 days. And then the rest will be work, and then I'm going to move our friends on this asteroid over here. There you go. Healer's bed, and then this... No, I'm going to yellow alert this just to get you to build it. Oh, right, okay. There you go, hold on. Oh. Right, how's this going? How are the suits going? Right, that's looking a lot better now. That's good. Gonna build this? Grab all the ingredients. You're throwing up in here again. Great. Okay. Unequipped suit. probably like to hang out by the landers. I've noticed this on previous runs. Bit weird. Right, schedule back to bedtime then. You got liquid exposure. Oh, right. Yeah, you do need the suit, though. It's not negotiable. Well, maybe you can leave it for just now, because you're going to get in bed. You need to equip that during your downtime. Yeah, do that for now, just so you stay out of trouble. How are you doing? You're up to 120-ish. That should be ready fairly soon. Okay, and now we just keep coming down here. Steam is spreading out. That's good. Gonna have to keep doing this for a while. Got. Show me the money. Fertilizer, yes. It's in. It's overheating. Oh, you're all overheated because you're covered in steam. Okay, well that's fine, because I was going to change you to steel anyways. Go ahead and do that. I think this is still all the steam from earlier. I don't think there's a leak. Okay, you're starting to get in here. This is good. So this is probably at the point where I can start telling the dupes to actually come in here and procedurally remove all of this stuff again. Just catch them on each side. Oh, this should be igneous rock ladders. That'll be way quicker. Remove all of your precious handiwork. So what are you guys up to in your games at the moment? Is it more interesting than what we're doing today? I'm imagining probably so. Right, you know what? I think if we actually just stay on top of Lord Fart Squad, we can just keep telling him to do these ladders, and that will be the quickest way of doing this. You're playing Odd Sparks. Nice! Odd Sparks did look fun. Oh, you're gonna go pee? Go pee. Yeah, this is looking a little messy, but I think technically fine. Is the carbon dioxide is sublimated again. Well, whatever. It doesn't have to look pretty in here, it just has to work. The biggest issue in your current base is the base is too cold, you're playing on Volcania. Okay. How's that happened? You're enjoying it different from your typical belts for logistics. Fair enough. Yeah, let's heat it up quickly enough. That should be ready soon. That was the main thing I was concerned about. Your stress doing? Yeah, that's going down pretty low. Oh, the defragmenting helps reduce stress too. That is good. Nice. You'll interrupt your defragmenting with periodic vomiting. I must admit, I don't really want to set up a space mission to the Water Asteroid until I know this asteroid is actually safe. And I think I just need to get it to the point where we're growing reed fiber in here. Because our reed fiber stocks are decreasing. And if they reach 0, we had a fairly large backlog, but if they reach 0, then we are actually in trouble. It looks like we're still actually shearing the adults. I thought they made it so that Dreckos only reached 90% scale growth now. But we're still shearing them. Or did I start at 0 now? Maybe they start at 0 now. The plastic in here hasn't increased. I'm going to have to watch one of these guys actually morph. Because you're at 0. Also, why are you wrangling these guys? I feel like you should only be wrangling these guys if... No, we should be wrangling all of the adults and then dumping them in here. That is a thing. Just no one's bothering to actually move them over. Well, I guess I'll set this to 9 too then. Actually, I'll set this to 7. It was using your base cooling loop to heat up cool slush water to sieve for bristle blossoms. Okay. Getting very hot now. Probably fine. I'll plug you in again. Right, at least we can get in here and keep sorting this out. I'm relieved, to be honest. Oh, we need to dig out some sand. It's so funny how we keep ending up with random sand bits in here. I'm also beginning to think I should have actually double walled this. The only issue is we didn't really have room with how we set this up. Yeah, keep going. Looks like we're still getting some carbon dioxide over here. That's good. Gradually creeping in. Obviously, if the Slickster population gets too high and some of them starve, then some of them will die off. But then we will just get more, then we'll just get more carbon dioxide back in the area. So I think we're okay. Right, is this perhaps a case where I just come in here and tell you to dig all this again? Or I just actually watch them like a hawk while we're doing this? I think this is perhaps a case where we just watch them like a hawk again. Because Ellie will get on with this pretty quickly like this. But I need to make this igneous rock. Ugh. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Yeah, tomorrow we'll definitely do surviving miles. But, well, I don't know. I mean, this thing might take more than the rest of this stream to solve. Probably got another hour. What we definitely need to make sure is done is hooking up another thermal aquatuner to the general cooling loop. Because one aquatuner ain't cutting it on that. We got ulti here now instead. I remember ulti was a character in One Piece. Anyone watch One Piece in here? Or anyone read One Piece for that matter? I would pretend that I've watched and read it, but I haven't got time for that. Like, if I don't have time to play the games I want, I definitely don't have time to read/watch the entirety of One Piece. I gradually kept up with it over the years when it was coming out, like sort of post time skip. I was kind of reading it every week, and then I stopped, and then occasionally I catch up again, but only like through like people's summaries and all the like slander Reddits and whatnot. So I kind of get like the meta experience of One Piece, but I can't say I've actually read or watched the whole thing. Wait. Oh no, I screwed it up. Oh no, I screwed it up. Oh god. Cringe. That's fine. That's a shame though, because I wanted to keep that one there. You've been watching One Piece while I ride my exercise bike, usually. That's a good way of doing it. No, don't do that one. I'm just going to leave these bottom ones here. This is too messy at this point. Right, deconstruct this. And then ladder here again. What's overheating? A transformer. Okay, that's fine. Repair that. I'm glad we're eventually replacing everything with steel. This is a good thing. Getting very impatient on this tile. Okay, this is actually about to melt. This is good. I'm going to cut you off again just to make sure that you do actually melt. Is this the... let's also check the reservoir. Right, the reservoirs are pretty full now, so I'm going to cut off the pipe here. Right, remove this. It's actually quite interesting to me, because with this, it's like, it's tedious enough that I'm feeling bored, which I don't normally feel bored with, but when you get in super deep into these long runs and you've got a really long, monotonous task, it does happen. And that's fine, that's just very natural. But I'm also kind of still having to pay enough attention that I'm not just talking about literally anything. Perhaps I need to get more talkative with this. You get bored if things don't go your way. I mean, the thing is, I think things are going our way, but it's just such a large asteroid, and I don't really want to run it any higher than speed 1, because I don't want to go below 10 FPS. I think 10 FPS is just too low for what I want, if I'm going to be frank. I'm going to have to reload 5 times to fix something. I am getting very... it takes so long to load and save this file. I am getting very hesitant to reload. And the issue with that is we end up with circumstances where fixing a problem takes way more time because we're not reloading it. But on the other hand, if I just don't actually make mistakes, then I don't have to reload it. Did the base bust yet, or did we boil gas? Both. It was great. So we accidentally let some water into our volcano room, so we ended up with a load of sour gas in here. I believe there is still some sour gas. Yeah, here it is. I think we pumped most of it out now into a canister filler. But everything is working in here now. The biome is just a bit too hot, but we're actively cooling everything we need to work in here. And everything else is safe. So this asteroid is actually mostly okay now. Our bionic dupes are mostly just hanging out and defragging. Most of the time. There isn't really a lot for them to do anymore. What's going on with this conveyor? Why is this stopped? Was there a conveyor rail thermosensor I had hooked up to something that I removed? No. Well, what gives? Did I accidentally disconnect the rail? Yes, I did. Interesting. Yeah, I did just disconnect the rail. Okay, that's fine. We probably have a large backlog of tungsten in here now. Well, it's not that large. Okay. But yeah, things are working pretty well over here. This tile is now melted, so this means we actually have some naphtha here, which means I can actually get in here now and remove stuff. Because I was super worried about the steam coming out into the base. We're going to add another Aquatuner in here. In fact, I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to remove the Aquatuner in here. And we're going to reshuffle this stuff around, and we're going to fit another sensor in. I think that's what I'd like to do. We'll see if this happens. But we just need a bit more active cooling for the map in general. We just have a really long pipe that's cooling space and cooling a few other things. I think one Aquatuner isn't really cutting it, because we're running it through our base as well, and our base is gradually getting too hot. We were running it through our base just to make sure that we... It was too cold. The base was way too cold for a while because we built it in the space biome. But now it's too hot. So I need to remove this tile. Okay, we let the... Yeah, we let the naphtha out. We've got some naphtha down here now. That's okay. So long as this naphtha doesn't go anywhere. Yes, there is a big heat leak. But I think we can still fix everything. You're gonna get some soggy feet. We're gonna scold a few dupes, that's fine. Right. Okay, so... we need to get in here. The automation shouldn't be super complicated either. I can just seal this off again immediately once we're done with this. But I want to move this over to the side, because there's no point otherwise. You guys will have time to heal up. You guys have actually been running on the wheels for a while, just because you've been silly, so... this is your punishment. I am just going to build things out of steel, I think. That's fine. Right, so... let's see. So this is going to go down here. This is going to go here. This is going to go here. This is going to go up here. And then I'm just going to lead it round down here again. And then we'll hook it back up. So this automation wire needs to go here. Okay, and then Aquatuner in here. Then we need the thermosensor. Okay, I'm really glad we're getting this done today. That's good. And then I want another sensor. In fact, actually, yeah, put the other sensor here. Cut this automation wire. Put that here. Put another Aquatuner here. Now, the issue is we're going to have to move some of these water pipes. That's okay. So what I'm going to have to do is... let's see. So this one... I'm just going to move here. Should I yellow alert all of this? Maybe I'll just let this just hang out for now. We have triage cots, don't we? Yes, we do have triage cots. That's good. So I'll get people in and out. But they have a lot of athletics on this asteroid, so I'm not too fussed. So this pipe needs to go around here or something. Okay. And then I need to cut this off. I need to remove this pipe. I need to remove the bridge. Okay, let's do that. Maybe I could have put a suit dock terminal here. I don't know. You should build everything quick enough. This should be fine. At least we're actually pumping the water out this geyser now. That's good. Yeah, go heal up Eduardo. It's fine. Oh, he's incapacitated. It's not fine. Oh, I'm sure you'll get rescued. I believe that's already in progress. Yeah. Good. Okay, let's get this in here. So that pipe needs to do something similar to whatever this pipe is doing. Oh, what a time for a day to roll over. Okay, so what we're doing here, let's think. This pipe's going to come out here, and then it's going to run down here. It's going to go in here. It's then going to run through here, and then it's going to bridge on here. So that gets disconnected. This goes here, and then this comes out here. And then we need a shift... Oh, beans. Look at this. We need to shift this pipe up here. Which means this one needs to shift in here. Which we can't do. Because we'd have to reach this tile. And this room is sealed off. But... do I have to do it like this? I think I kind of do. I really do have a lot of pipes in here now, don't I? I think I'm gonna have to get them to move this pipe down here. And then I'm just gonna have to set this up to prefer... I'm just going to have to set it up to prefer this entry. Let's see if that works. I don't think I really have a choice. Okay. I mean, I'm sure you will get in here and fix everything. And then the next thing to do after that, so... Right, so this power wire can just go there. That's simple enough. And then this one is going to the SPOM and the desalinator. So what I could do is I can actually disconnect the SPOM and the desalinator. And then I can hook that up to the empty one, which is down here. Oh, I have a few different empty ones now, apparently. That's interesting. Okay. Let's hook it up to this one. So, let's see. Cut, 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 cut. And then that can go like this. Can go there. And then this just needs to connect up to this wire, which is pretty straightforward in all honesty. So that's good. Well, I mean, could be worse, right? Right, sure, and then remove this. And then that should be okay, but what I do need to do is I need to yellow alert those bridges. That shouldn't be disconnected for long. Okay. And I'm pretty sure they can fix everything else in here pretty quickly. Okay. And then we can just seal this up here. And in fact, I can leave... Oh, I can't leave the naphtha here because we need to actually put the hydrogen bit back. But the hydrogen bit will fit here. We can still tile this. Yeah, that's good. Okay. How's the reed fiber situation doing? Okay, yeah, we've almost got all the suits repaired. That's fantastic. Building melted. Oh, don't tell me. You made a uranium wire? Okay, that's funny. It's very funny. It's not the end of the world. Uranium wires are very good in cases where you want them to melt. That is true. To get up here to actually build this, I'm going to need you to do that or something. Maybe temporarily remove this. Right. Fix this. Replace this with steel. You can keep doing this if you want. Right, I don't think there's that much more that you need to do on this. Can we get in here to build everything? I'm pretty sure I did let everyone get in here. Good. Feels good this is actually working. You are still stressed because you sawed your suit again because of radiation sickness, right? Re-equip it. Okay, so please do this if you can. You're getting there. We are scolding some dupes, but they can take it. At least they're quick at building stuff. This would not be good if you had dupes that were slow at building stuff. Right, and then this one needs to be set to set green signal up above, I don't know, like 20? And then set this one to above 34? No. I need to make sure that it's within Thimble Reed range. But let's set this to 22. Let's set this to 36. That seems like the best way of doing it. And then you just need to dump the liquid in here again. And then we're actually done. And then we're pretty close to actually being done with all of this. Okay. You can get up here and do this pipe now, so please go ahead and actually do this. Am I just going to leave all the material in here? Maybe. I don't know. Oh, Sonia. You are not very quick at building, are you? You're definitely going to get scolded. Why are you doing this? You're not a builder. Right, build this tile. So that water should be able to get back into the system now. Forget what that's from. So that's from the... That's not from the vent. That's from this. This is from the cool steam vent. Okay. Yeah. I don't mind if the cool steam vents back up a bit. That's not the end of the world. Okay. And then you need to build this power wire, and that's it. So don't worry about these, because we can't access those. You're dumping liquid back in here now. That's good. I'm very keen to stop leaking heat into the base via this way, so please actually do come and build this. Who's coming to build it? No! Stop building the depleted uranium wire. Why? Right. That's a priority 9 wire. So someone will come do this. In fact, I'm gonna... Okay, means more... I'm gonna yellow alert it just because I want to make sure that I don't forget about it. And then I can start removing all of this stuff as well. And then I can just put this back once we're done. And the Pokeshells didn't interfere with the whole thing. What a relief. And I think the thumbnail today will just be the Pokeshells. The angrily eyeing the thermo Aquatuners. Once we get in here and build this wire. We've had a few yellow alert things later. Time to hide all the depleted uranium out of reach. What? So the Pokeshells don't start a nuclear arms program. I don't mind if it melts in there. But we just need to make sure that nothing's built out of it. Right. You should start running then, right? Oh, there you go. Yeah. Okay, so now I can just connect this up. I can remove this. Seems good. So 2 thermal Aquatuners are running. That is a lot of heat. The steam turbine is going to delete all of it. We're going to waste some power on that. That's fine. Put the drywall back, I guess. And then we can remove all of this. And then we can put the hydrogen generator back. Good. No, this is good though. So the polluted water should now be coming out a lot cooler. And it's probably going to take a while to see the effect of that on the base. Reed fiber stocks are still decreasing, but that's because we're fixing all the suits. The key will be if they keep decreasing after like another 10 cycles. Then we're in trouble. Right, this is an adult Drecko. 90% scale growth. Wait, did they make it so that... Oh my god. Wait. They made it so that regular Dreckos, adults, have 90% scale growth when they turn into adults. But the plastic here is increasing. I've been looking at it all day. So do glossy Dreckos still come out with 100% scale? Is it only regular Dreckos that don't give you the excess reed fiber anymore? But the glossy Dreckos still give you the plastic? Or am I going crazy? Okay, this is looking good now. So now Just put this back. Make that out of steel, that's fine. Yeah. It's funny that these continue to change color just because we have mixed liquid in the pipe. Nah, that's good though. I think that should start solving some issues. I feel like once the liquid recirculates around this pipe, we should end up refilling it again from the reservoir, right? That was the whole point of that exercise. Pretty sure they forgot to change glossy Dreckos. That's hilarious. That's so funny. I mean, to be fair, the main criticism I had is Dreckos are a much easier source of reed fiber than Rexes, and to an extent Bammets. So the fact that they fixed Dreckos specifically but not glossy Dreckos is kind of funny. Do you think they intended to fix glossy Dreckos? Okay, so let's have a think about this as well. Yeah, you checked it. You're saying glossy Dreckos hatch with 100%. Yeah, the Drecklets hatch with 100%, but I think when they become adults, their scale growth resets. Because if we look at the Drecklet here, they still have 100% scale growth, but it sets to 90 when they turn into an adult. I mean, to be fair, glossy Dreckos are the only critters in the game that produce plastic, so maybe the devs aren't really worried about that being competition for anything. What's overheating now? Something. Come on, game. Sticks kind of produce plastic. Yeah, but not directly. Change this over. This feels like a lot of steam. But there definitely isn't a water leak. We're not dumping any water out of pipes over here. Unless it's spawning on this tile somehow. This is still way less than pressure out here, so I think that's fine. But, like, I was kind of hoping it would be 0. I mean, after all, I'm still aiming to actually cool down this whole area. Yeah, because this is the cooling loop. So I guess, actually, here's something we can do. We should run this cooling loop all the way in here. Yeah. And we should go down the other side and do the same thing. In fact, we didn't even do it down this far in here. We will eventually want to do this. So go ahead and do this. Yeah. That's a fair amount of extra polluted water to fill up the loop with. Okay. Right, let's keep an eye on our polluted water sources as well. So, our vent here is now dormant. Okay. What about our vent here? That one's also dormant. Okay, so maybe we're just gonna have to not think about the polluted water for a while. Why are you... Are you actually recirculating, or are you just literally full? You are recirculating, it's just because we're building all the pipe segments. Okay. We're still dumping regular water from the teleporter asteroid. Okay. Let's not bother looking at that for now. Okay, so what do we want to do now? Do we want to send... Okay, you know what we could do? We could send a rover over to the Water Asteroid and start building with a rover. That sounds reasonable. That means we would need to add a rover module to this, so I could do that. Change you for a rover module. I think part of the conclusion was that we could just get bionic dupes over, but with the Trailblazer in the suits, and we could get things sorted out. But let's just be cautious, because we've literally never been to this asteroid before. So we'll make you a rover module. Is there anything else we want to bring to the Water Asteroid? We could bring a load of rock, but there is some rock there. I want to see if we can actually build with just the rock we have there, or is the asteroid going to be too big? Also, where's all the water? Because each tile of this is 5 ladder segments, right? Perhaps it would be a good idea to bring some extra material with us. Orbital cargo module. Maybe that's what we do. Except, move it down here. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just do that. Okay. Yeah, SPOM's working again. Power wires are all hooked up correctly. That's good. I'm glad we had some extra slots on our transformers for this. You're not running. Your power is getting turned off. Is that because of automation? Could be. Yeah, it's probably fine. I guess we'll send a digging booster, but we don't need any more dupes. Okay, let's just keep looking over here for now. Yeah, keep building these pipe segments. Oh, I think I know what I need to do. I think this pipe should not be running through this wall. Generally. Oh, whoops. Yeah, we changed it on the other one. Let's not do that. Let's actually get rid of that and have it on this side. And what I will do is I will remove this pipe here. And I'll connect it up here. But it's all done. Yeah, these turbines are running pretty well now. The ethanol is actually getting all the way over here. So there's a good amount of boiling and condensation of that going on now. Right, don't think there's much more to do now except for wait for the dupes, right? So I'll speed 2 it again. It feels a bit irresponsible going at speed 2 with the dupes like this. You're really struggling to cool down, aren't you? I think watching the pipe overlay in this view is just going to be an absolute recipe for disaster. Overheating. Jumbo battery, yeah, you need to do that one. I'm still slightly confused about where all the steam came from. I think it is just this water that was steam that gradually came over here, condensed, and has actually flowed like all the way over here and then just boiled and condensed again. Weird. In any case, I think let's go do the rover mission at least with this. Let's go do the rover mission at least with this, because I want to start exploring it. I want to see something new. Also, that's our final artifact, isn't it? Make sure to eat a pip. You can eat a pip too. Okay, I don't think we've analyzed it yet. Can we make sure that we analyze this? The teapot. We've got 2 teapots and 2 office mugs. A yellow alert this. Yeah. Let's yellow alert this. Coerce the dupes. I'm probably going to need to wrap up in a minute because I actually need to send some more information over to the artist who's working on my emotes. Before Spaced Out, Research Tree was just novice and advanced research bars. Yeah, pretty much. Actually, I think databanks are still a thing. Christ, it's difficult remembering that far back. I love how we can't even see the artifact now because there's so many different artifacts that we've just collected here. We're doing nothing with. I believe in you, Camille. Have you guys got a favorite artifact? I mean, obviously some of the artifacts give more decor than the others, so... Time for the artifact tier list. Whoa. No. The lava lamp. Fair enough. I do like this one, the Moldavite. Let's have a look at the entry here. This extremely rare museum-grade Moldavite once sat on the desk of Dr. Wren, but was stolen by some unknown person. Dr. Sato suspected the perpetrator was none other than Director Stern, but was never able to confirm this theory. Moon. Yes. Alright, we've done it. We actually have grabbed 10 space artifacts. That's amazing, because we've literally never done that before. So we've got to get 7 more. So let's think about this. Which asteroids are we actually on? We're on this one. We're on this one. We're on this one. So we need to go here, 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 here. Is there one more? Well, that's 5. There's probably more than one artifact on each planet. Where's the Tundra Asteroid? There's still a Tundra Asteroid, isn't there? With the temporal tear opener. We'll need to find that as well at some point. Right, rover module. Yes, build the rover. Unreachable storage? What do you mean? Oh, maybe we need to build an extra ladder here then. Sure. Okay, you don't have to be a yellow alert anymore. They're grabbing all the rock. Grabby, grabby, grabby. Oh, it's good to see all the dupes in their suits again. Yeah, build those pipes. I think all the rock is popping over on this side. Yeah, we haven't done any of this for a while, but that's okay. That's not the one I'm really concerned about. Yeah, okay, so now I need to keep telling you to do this. So, igneous rock ladders. And then we can get you to start working on all of this. Good. And now we can just watch Ellie and Neo getting up to funny business. There you go. They should be pretty quick at doing this now, especially on speed 1. Does help when all the material is right here. Oh no, don't go to downtime. It's rubbish. You're dormant as well. Fantastic. I'm glad the Floxes are doing really well. Right, how is the water in this doing? Is it actually cooling down? I feel like we've just got a lot of water that we need to cool down. I think it will eventually get there. It's going to take a while at this point. But again, we don't have any radiant pipe segments, so I'm hoping that will actually help. Is this all done? Wow, did you really do this whole pipe? You're doing pretty well. I'm going to connect you here for now. And then I'm going to actually connect it all over here. We'll start letting the rest of the water out of this tank. There you go. Have fun. And then I can tell you to come in here and do this again. It's nice when there's not a lot of critter starvation going on, but the reality is most of this is just slicksters, so I'm not too concerned about that. Made a fair bit of petroleum and crude oil now, that's nice. Is any of that being pumped in here? Yes. In an organized fashion? No. That's funny. Right, okay, let's check this out while Mr. Lonely is working on this. Hopefully we'll get some more friends to come down here to help you. Is this fun? Actually, you know what? This looks like a speed 2 job. No. No. maybe not. Right, how's the rocket? Have you done with the rocket? Yeah, kind of. So we can fill this with 6,000 kilograms? That's not a huge amount. Well, it's better than nothing. Oh, I realized the problem with this plan. They dump the payloads randomly. I mean, we can fill it with some more material. Yeah, I mean, let's fill it with some sandstone. I'm pretty sure it drops the payloads randomly on the asteroid. So if it falls in the water and we can't reach it, that's not going to do us a huge amount of good. Oh well, let's just try it. Where did we get the nectar from again? We must have set up a bonbon tree somewhere. And then just not bothered with it? Weird. I wish we could suppress critter starvation notifications in an area. That would be a good feature. I agree. I mean, this steam turbine should delete the heat from these, right? It's just not going to generate a lot of power from it because it's kind of being overstressed, but it's being actively cooled by these as well. Ideally, I would have fit a second turbine here, but there just isn't space. It's a lot of packing. Right, I think this is going all right, but I think I'm going to have to wrap it up because I do need to actually talk to the artist. But I think we're on the way. At least with a little bit more cooling in that Aquatuner loop, we should be able to get the base temperature back down to normal. I think. It might take a bit of time, but I'm confident it will happen. We just need to make sure that reed fiber stocks stay up so that people can keep leaving the base. That's the main issue that I didn't think was even a main issue. But I don't think the reed fiber is going to go negative now that we fixed all the suits. So I think we'll be alright, but we've got to keep an eye on it. Right, well. Thanks so much for hanging out with everyone. I would say it's been fun. It's been pretty it's been pretty one note today, to be honest. But at least we did fix that cooling loop. And we're getting stuff sorted out. And this run is not a sprint, it's a marathon. I'm enjoying making progress and getting places. And at least we did actually find the Water Asteroid. So next stream, next time we do ONI, I will send the rover over there and we'll have a look. We will definitely do that. In fact, maybe I'll do that tomorrow because we do want to finish Surviving Mars at some point, but like I just want to see this through. I just want to see the Water Asteroid. Because we've never been there at all. Anyways, if you like what you've seen, feel free to follow me on Twitch if you're not already following me. There's the YouTube channel where we upload all the VODs. If you miss a stream. And then there's Discord where we talk about video games. And if you have any questions, people can usually answer them there. Who are we going to go raid? I have no idea. Let's see. I'm even sure I already feel like raiding anyone. We can go raid to Legit City. That's fine. Okay, let's go do that. We raided Live Action Pixel yesterday. I don't like doing consecutive raids. But yes, take care everyone. And make sure to send some fishy sentiments to Legit City's way. And hopefully we'll be back tomorrow and we actually get to the water planet. Now that we found it. Good. See you later.